underneath. Where am I placing my head? Hand just into that little dip. The long finger, that is where I'm going to put my head down onto the floor. Placing my head down, you will see my head is now, the back of my head is onto the wall. Now, I'll walk up until my back touches the wall. If I can't get my back there, I'm too far away from the wall, alright? Then, I lift up my knee, I place it there. Now, you might see I'm rounded, I need to lift up. Once I have my back nice and flat, I'll make my feet into a little book. And even if my knees are just above my back, that's fine. I need to be flat and lifted. It's not about being here, because this is why I can't get to the wall. I need to lift up. So I need to be nice and straight. And you just hold it here. My elbows are in at 90 degrees. I'm utilizing my core for this movement. See, my core is working for that. That is what's important. Please work with that. You can work into the center of the room. It's not about going up. It's about you feeling what you need to feel to have. I talk about having an apple on a pedestal is a beautiful way of explaining it. So my apple is onto my pedestal. I walk it up. And very important, I'm not rounded like this. I'm lifted. So I'm nicely lifted. My elbows, my knees are just there. Doesn't mean that they have to be sitting. My feet are nice and square. So I want you just to sit there. Those advanced people, if you want to go up now, you can go up. Otherwise, you just stay here. Feet are together, like a little book. Just hang out there for a moment. If it's very sore in your head, it will be the first few times, and then it gets better and better as time goes by. Slowly coming out of that, I want you to place 2 fists underneath your head and just relax for a moment. It's really about getting your proportions correct there, working, understanding what is lifting you. Feel that feeling of what pulls you up and pulls you down. Don't have to go up. I want you just to feel that feeling. It's a nice movement of control. Okay, from there you're going to stretch your arms out. You're going to work yourself out, spread out onto the mat. Stretch those arms out. Have a good stretch here. Feet are slightly apart, arms are apart. And we're just going to stretch in. You have to take your hands to the corners of the mat and your feet to the corners of the mat. And let's slowly lift our arms. What are you pulling up with? Very important question. Back, arms, shoulders, or your core. And drop down. Feel the difference when you lift your legs. What are you lifting up with? Is it your butt? Is it your back? Is it your thighs? What are you feeling? And release. Now I want you to work everything together and see if you can work it from the core pose. So feel your apple work and lift up. Stretch into it, breathe. And down. When you come down, you don't drop down, you lift, you come down with control and poise. Let's go up again. Lifting, breathe. Nice deep breathing. Hold. Let's turn our toes inwards, not outwards. And down. Hands underneath is moving to a little ball. Just stretch it out. Okay, hands directly under, coming up. So we're going to work to a beautiful little pose called Lolasana. Lolasana is, actually works, it's a pendulum pose. So it's kind of like pendulum go side to side. It's not scales, it's more of a floating pose. But we need to understand, it's great for strengthening the wrists, the arms. It's not really to try and get that. Its most important work is for the abdominal muscles, and it improves the digestive system. It gives huge relief to the respiratory problems. because it exercises and opens up the chest. So it improves your concentration as well. You can use 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can use 2 cans of food. Is a great way of working into it. So the way we start is we're going to start with you sitting on your knees. I mean, like I'm sitting in Virasana, but with your feet together. And we're going to start very slowly from one step to the next step. I want you to be able to pull yourself down. And we're going to start by crossing one foot over the other. From here, your hands are down. You can place your hands onto your supports. And you're going to start by lifting, keeping your knees to your chest and trying to lift up. Okay, but now see what is lifting you up. Is it your arms? Is it your feet pushing on the floor? I want you to pull in with your core. You can even round your back for this. I want you to pull in your knees to your chest. So as I do this, I'm pulling in knees to chest, knees to chest. All right. So just give that a go. If you want to use some supports on each side, I'll do it this way. You can just keep going. Knees to chest, knees to chest, knees to chest. I'm even very close by. I'm keeping myself down. Okay. Do the other side. Let's work the other side. So knees to chest, knees to chest, knee to chest. Alright. So that's pretty much part 1. Okay. Part 2, I want you to squeeze now the knees to chest and keep one foot on the floor. So squeezing the knees to chest and keeping one foot on the floor. Just one foot. One foot. Okay, we're going to change it to the other side. One foot stays on the floor and I'm squeezing my knees to my chest. One foot. One foot. One foot. Whoops, one foot. Okay, so keep trying that. Now we're trying to lift that one foot a little bit higher up. So your feet are not crossed anymore. So I'm going up. My feet are not crossed. Okay. And I'm keeping the knees right into my chest. Let's try the other side. Got it? Hope you're doing all right. Now, you can see if you can lift both feet together. So as I'm going down, I'm lifting both feet together with my knees to my chest. So I'm lifting up, but the whole thing is I'm keeping the knees to the chest. That is what I'm trying to get to. So knees to chest, up, up. Okay. Now, it's not about me doing push-ups because that's what I'm trying to just show you. I'm trying to get you to see my knees to my chest. I just want to lift and hold the knees to the chest. So I'm going to lift and hold my knees. See, my knees are right up. There's my pendulum. So if you want to move forward or back, my pendulum's up. And I'm holding. Okay. If you can do it on the floor, even better. So you want to get there with the feet off. Give it a go. You've got a minute. Okay. So keep trying. Keep working into it. A lot of fun. Nice breathing. Nice stretching. I don't want you using the arms as much as you're thinking, but I'm using so much. Straighten your arms. If you straighten your arms, let me just show you that once more. Look here. Now I'm not using my arms at all. I'm just going to straighten them up. Now I've got to lift my feet. Okay. Now I'm not actually using my arms at all. They're just like a straight line. It's about me being able to do this. Okay. Get that feeling. Pull. Lift. Lift. Right. Okay. Keep working into it. Keep trying your best. Let's continue. Let's go to a down dog. Stretch it out. Walking out from side to side. Let's lift our right leg up to the ceiling. Just stretch it out. Step forward to the right. Open to the chest. Drop your left knee down. Lift that right. Just hold it back. Now start opening the shoulders. Pushing the hips forward, what we've just done. If you need a belt here, you grab your belt. Place the foot down, let's go back into our down dog, stretch it out. Walk from side to side. Left leg up, stretch. Step it forward. Open through the chest. Drop the knee down. Bring the foot up, let's take hold of it. If you need your belt, you just use your belt. Just stretch out. Brace for the shoulders, we've just done a bit of work on them. Also just releasing the hips. And slowly back into your down dog, stretch it out. Okay, walk yourself forward, taking a seat. You're going to take your legs out in front of you. We're going to work to a nice forward bend. So when we're going into Paschimottanasana, you might need your strap for this. This is definitely a core pose because what you're doing is you're utilizing your ankle and you're moving the ankle, lifting it up and placing it forward. And that's what you're doing. You are working with everything. But the most important thing you've got to understand here is it's not your shoulders and everything pulling there. Okay? It's literally from here you're zipping. So I don't want that round back because that is not what we're trying to get. We're trying to start from here and to extend it forward. So it's a great way to start, especially now that you've worked your core so nicely. We're trying to flatten it out and lengthen. We're lengthening again from the tailbone to the skull bone. So if you hold on with your strap, pushing your backwards and knees down, your heels are lifting up, you're sitting up tall. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. You want to just work to where you can get to. Flatten the back. Inhale, lift. Flatten the hips. Exhale, forward. So it's a slow, slow, slow movement. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. Lifting up. Inhale up. Exhaling forward. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. So those who can, if you can get hold of the toes, you work with the toes. But I don't want all of these rounded poses. Work into it, lengthen. So obviously it's about lengthening and stretching and working with the extension. So you want to get as far as you can in front to stretch. You're pushing your knees down and you're breathing into it. So what are you using? You must feel the whole time what you're using. If you're feeling your hamstrings, you're not using the right things. You've got to get your legs straight, yes. But as much as you've got your legs straight, you need to lengthen through the rest of you. So those who've got really good ones, you can keep working yourself forward to go even further forward. Okay. Stretching it out. And then slowly we're going to come back up. Have a block, a blanket or something handy. And then slowly bend your knees, place your hands directly out underneath you. We're going into Pavottanasana. This strengthens the tummy muscles if you do it correctly. So you're lifting up through your hips and you're lifting. You should be strengthening through the tummy muscles. You should not be feeling it through the thighs, through the bum or through the shoulders. Your core should be lifting up tall. Don't drop the head back, just lift it up. Nice deep breathing here. Notice what you're using. And then slowly put your hips towards your heels. And then come back down. Roll your back down. You've got a block close by, a blanket, whatever you're going to go. We're going to go up onto our hips. So, from here, have your one thing close. Your books with the blanket over, that's also great. Hands on either side, pull your navel in, tilt your pelvis, and then slowly work up. Clasp the hands behind your back, work onto your shoulders, up onto your tippy toes, lift up a little bit higher, and then take hold of that block. You can choose where you want to do it and what height you want to do it. So if you want to go to the full height, you place it the full height, and then your heels down, shoulders underneath, okay? So now we're really opening up completely, shoulders down. From there, we'll lift up our right leg to the ceiling and stretch it up, flex into the heel. Point the toes and flex, point and flex. Take that right foot, place it onto the left knee, drop open the hips, and place the foot back down. Let's lift up the left, stretch it up, point the toes, flex, point, flex, take the foot down onto the right, drop the hips open, and place down. Now either you stay where you are, or you can go slightly lower down until you get myself more balanced. So this is a better way to be balanced, is on the block sideways, and placing my hips, really adjusting my shoulders to make sure I'm nice and comfortable, because we're going to take both legs up now. So palms are out, you're going to lift up your right and your left. So make sure you're nice and comfy, straighten up the legs. So we're going to work again the core. So I want you to feel how your core's feeling in here. So you're going to bring your right leg forward, your left leg back, like you're walking those walkers at the gym, and slowly changing. But I want you to feel what you're using. If you're using your leg, you're using the wrong thing. So I want you to hold with the core and work, and work, and work, and work. And if you're doing this properly, you will be feeling it right over here. Keep working it. Let's keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Lovely. And come back to the center. Now hold it there. You're going to try and work down, down a little more till you're in this nice straight line. Hold it there. And then bring it back up. You should not be using your back for this. So let's go down to a straight line. When you're in a straight line, hold and back up. Straight line and back up. Nothing else should be working other than the core. Straight line, back up. Last one, straight line and back up. Lovely. Hold it there. Now I'm going to open up the legs to the outside. Toes down, heels up. And bring the heels together. Let's go out again. Feel what you are using to do this. If you're just using your legs, you're really wasting time with yourself. So you really feel how you're pulling, how it's working. Out, in. Last one. Out, stay out. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees are pushed out. Feel how you push your knees out. If you can move the core to push the knees out. It's a totally different feeling. So push and pull. Push and pull. Now keep the soles of the feet together and lift the legs. Nice. Straighten the legs. Take your right foot down, left foot down. Up onto the toes. So lift up. You want to go down. You want to go down to a flattish side. So even if you take this out and you just put a blanket underneath you, that's absolutely fine. So you want to come to a lower side. Stretch out the legs. Stretch out the arms. Have a good stretch. Take your right hand onto the left wrist and just pull to the side. And now let's take the left hand to the right wrist and pull to the other side. And slowly back to the center. Bring both knees up. Just allow them to sit there. Place the feet back down. Lift up the buttocks. Bring your hands down. Remove the block. And slowly allow the back to come down to the floor. Fantastic. So once you're down on the floor, you move your fingers out of the way. Either your arms are out to the side or underneath your head. Drop your knees to the right side. Right foot onto the left, turn your head over to the left side. And then place back down your right foot, bring your knees up, drop them to the left, left foot, right knee, turn your head to the right. And place back down that foot, bring the knees up. Lovely. Let's bring our knees